Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I'm going to do the color challenge today, which is a deep purple, and turquoise. So I've got all the colors of inks and spray inks and oxides that I have that I can find. I know I have more purple sprays, but you know. And I'm going to grab out one of my gel plates just so I have something to, you don't have to use a gel plate. You can just use a piece of plastic for this, or just your plastic mat or whatever. I'm just gonna grab it because, oh, here is it. Because it just gives me a nice large place for inking. And so large that I can't even fit it on my desk. There's that. All right. Well, I don't usually drink this while I'm on video anyway. All right. I had my floor cleaned off by my desk the other day. But you know that did not last. Ooh. Wish I had more papers like this. I bet I do. Because those would be fun to ink because you'd still have the background. But then, you know, the ink. So we're just going to play. As soon as we see if I have a spray bottle. I had one. That's cleaning spray. Oh, it's right here. I'm not crazy. Except when I am. But I am messy. I could have just called myself the messy crafter, but probably the messiness that causes the... Oh, I do have some distress ink of these too, because I don't know what happened to my... My peacock feather spray is not here. So, I'm going to start with oxides because they're opaque. I think that's what you want to do. Got a little gold on here. It's okay. Start with some purple. Gonna make a mess. I was going to say we're going to make some collage papers that I can then make tags with, or... and some of these I want to make just purple, and some I might make just turquoise, and then add, like, I don't want the colors to get real muddy, I guess. Or if I wait for them to dry first, that helps too. So, got that, and I'm also going to spray some of this shaded lilac on here, which will give us a couple different purples. And then this is just some Reader's Digest paper, which you can see the difference kind of between the oxide and the ink possibly, just because it's much messier. Also, you can spray your paper first, and that gives you a different effect. See, these will give me some nice variegated, is that the word I want? So we've got different purples on here, which is what I like. Also, you could just kind of spray some. With this one, if you spray just a little bit, you get bigger blobs, so to speak. And then I can pick up those blobs with that, so that comes off, and then you get more of a mottled effect happening there. And yeah, since I think the colors would get muddy if I got them mixed together, so that's why I was thinking if I do collage paper, then I can collage them onto something and have the two colors together, if that makes sense. All right. Don't know how we feel about Dune. Dune was free, out of the free bin. That's the side I probably would rather have inked though, because it has more words. And we have our envelopes, so envelopes and card backs, all kinds of stuff to ink here. So let's go ahead. I think this comes out kind of a purpley color. It's the After Midnight. And I'll add some of this lighter. Mix that together. Maybe a little bit of milled lavender just for fun. Don't know. Just mixing it all together. Whoops. Adding some water. Getting it all over to this. What is this? Guess that's a trifold card. Well, that'll be fun to ink too. like ink these two sides purple and then ink the other one the turquoise color. Make a little fun something. Let's see. It's kind of gangly. Is gangly the word I want? It yeah. So it yeah, it's hard to work with because it's long. And do you think I have a place to put this stuff? No, of course I don't. That would make sense. I did not know those were that long. So spray the envelope, lay the envelope. See, isn't that kind of cool? Get different effects. So this is this one. That's another trifold. No, I don't like those. It's too. This one is, oh, that's what these are. This is technically the outside, and it's kind of an off white cream color. Not getting as much fair. I think I want to add some more of the oxide to get more. I was getting some good interest with the oxide combo. And we also have, so we have Seedless Preserves and Dusty Concord. Somewhere I have the poison spray, but do you think that it's in my thing? No, it didn't get put away one time. Ooh. Also, we'll add a little bit of brushed pewter if we can get the mica off the bottom. Mostly. What is that? It's like a glue thing on the bottom. I'm just going to make sure that it get most of that stuff off the bottom. All right. Let me see if I can find a fairly dry spot in the middle here. Get that going on. I think that mixed with the dark purple will give me a little interest. And also I was going to spray a little bit of the pewter. I don't know, someone was like, you don't have an accent. And once in a while, it pops up out of nowhere. I could ink the white side. That's interesting. Some people wear gloves. You can do that. See, that's a nice, very dark purple. And we got some variations because I used the ink and the oxide combined. And that seems to do something nice for that. Do a couple more purple ones. And then going to move on to the green. Green. Oh, also, sometimes where is it? Thought I had, oh, here. Sometimes my Chip Sapphire goes a little purple on me, so I thought if I added that, I'd get some variation too. I'm going to do this on the white side this time, because I can write on that colored side. The off-white side can still be written on, if I don't make too much of a mess out of it. Yeah, that's got some good stuff going on there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, doing a little envelope. And hopefully I remember, because one thing you can do is come back either with some oxides or some paint and do something in the turquoise, and that will combine the two colors too. It might be fun. I just have to remember to do that. All right. Oops. I do want to wipe this off. That was the paper towel on the gel plate. That's what that noise was. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. All right, and I like the combination of the oxides and the inks. That one's peacock feathers. I don't have my salvage patina over there, but I have, this is the salvage patina distress ink pad. Somewhere I have the spray. Then I've got some speckled egg. which I thought I would also add. It's giving me a hard time. And the Dylusion's Balmy Night, which is more blue, but that's all right. It'll add a little something. And if I put the antique linen around where I put the blue, that'll make it a little bit more green. Add my water, add my spray on here, and smush. And smush. Ooh, we did get some darker blues in there, which really just means I'm more likely to use it. Got a little purple in the bottom where my thumb was, or where there's a little bit of purple left. So that is fun. Hopefully I didn't move it too fast. But I am liking the combination. See, that's more blue than, that's more, I don't know, somewhere between teal and blue. So that one I tried embossing that one. All right, let's add some more. I don't want to put the oxide down where it's wet. So if I don't have a dry spot, I'll just make it dry. So that's important to know. I think, possibly, potentially. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Chips Sapphire and the antique linen, and also just some white, because that sometimes does some fun things to it. Oh, that's cool. All right, but it's supposed to be purple and turquoise, not blue and turquoise. Ooh, I should do some more embossing with inking, huh? All right, that's cool. The white does cool stuff too. I have no place to set this. I may end up with some blue on that after all. Let's see. So we have a lot of blue here. Let me add, this is more purple, this to one side, and not that one. Oh, it's probably not going to work. Oh, it is. This is the Seth After. It says no clog, but then sometimes it does. All right. So now I have purple on one side, the turquoise on the other side, and I want to spray. I must have got some ink on there and it spread when I did that. Ooh, that would be another thing to use, is the color bursts or magicals or whichever ones. That is cool and dark, and I just want to set it somewhere flat to dry. What else can we do with that? Let's get a little bit of purple over here and a little bit of the turquoise over there. And that is very dark, and I love when it's a dark, nice and dark like that. All right. Well, might as well do both sides while we're here. Why not? So yeah, they're actually not getting too muddy. It's not too bad. Cool things are happening. All right. It's very wet though. I could probably, potentially, just kind of lay another one right on top of it. Get some of that ink. All right, we're carefully moving that one to the side. All right, these envelopes so far are some. All right, so it's not really getting too muddy. Maybe because there's blue in each one. I don't know. But I'm not hating this. But it is easier with sprays if you're going to do it like this, because, you know, you have a little more control. So look at that. That is just light, and that's actually kind of fun too. Do I want to leave it like that? I don't know. We'll see. I want both sides of my envelope, but I want to be able to open it afterwards too, so there's that. And a little bit of the speckled egg, if I can get it on there. I think I need more speckled egg. I think I have a refill, so I should be able to add that to that, right? A refill. Scattered straw. Of course, I don't want to end up with Mardi Gras. See, that's what scattered straw can do, because it'll turn the turquoise green and whatnot. But it's all right. All right. It's kind of cool, though. All right. Add some water. Get the rest of this picked up around here. Cool stuff happening. And the back side. I'm gonna spray a little bit of white on there. Not that much, but some will come off right now as it's upside down. Okay, I think I found my winning combination is the Midnight Dilutions and the Seth After one. What is that one, Seth After? Turquoise. See, there we go. Went literal turquoise there. And Midnight, I don't know, how much more deep purple can you get than Midnight? That poor envelope top is sad. Let's just do the sprayed lilac on there and see. Because it's lighter on the front anyway. Oh, plenty dark on the back. Yep, these are super wet. It's going to take a while for them to dry. Just saying. I may take a break and dry. Oh, I wanted collage papers too, remember? Kind of the point of this was I started out wanting collage papers and then went crazy with the envelopes and whatnot. Alright, I'm just going to spray the paper. Spray. Whoops. The sprays. I could even go through some stencils. Let me get some stencils to go through. I'll be out of water before long. I kind of go crazy with the water, don't I? I mean, you guys have seen me do the stencils where I spray through the stencils. See, no matter what side I use, it's going to look cool. See that? I love that. I mean, there's no purple in it. Well, there's a little bit of purple here and there. But that's my style right there. That's what I'm drawn to. All right. I'm going to dry these and I'll be back. Okay, so they lighten up a little bit when they dry, but I think because of the inks I used, I still have they're mostly dry. Still some very vibrant colors. This one's still pretty wet. That one. There's a Mardi Gras one. Well, that's not as Mardi Gras as the back of this one. That one's more Mardi Gras. Especially since, you know, that greened out a little bit. Let's see, then we have some plain purple ones that I want to add some turquoise to. And then this is like a muted turquoise with a little bit of purple. And that doesn't have much on it yet. So I'm going to take something from somewhere. Maybe this envelope right here I'll start with. And I'm going to start with some stamping. Oh, look, there's another page I had earlier. Forgot about that one. Didn't get dried because I forgot about it. Forget about it. Alright, let me stick this under here real quick. So, I'm going to take some of the colors that I've used. This is like the dark bluey blue though. It looks blue to me more than purple. I'm going to take some of the Distress Oxide and come in with that to get some turquoise on there. Now, I could even spray that with a little bit of water to get it to run, but I don't think that I will. And then for the purple, I don't really have a brush I use on oxides. I wish I knew where my villainous purple was. I don't think I have the little one. But what I do have is, like, I'm wondering if I were to combine two colors somehow. Hold on, I'm going to figure this out. Give me a second. Find something plasticky and then maybe put something on. Actual plastic would, but that one's much more juicy. And then mix those together. Oh, it's still pretty purple. What I could do even is, I'm going to try some things. See if this will be good. Just use this one. Now, if I wanted a good purple, I could use paint. But I'm kind of like stuck in ink world right now. So I'm going to come in with some red. And then I'm going to come in with some blue. Might need a darker blue over the red. That might not be the right blue because that's the blueprint. Let's try did I bring out my little chip sapphire or not? No, but I got faded jeans. Let's try that one. No, I could just be using I'm not using oxide, so I could just use. Alright, the faded jeans is a little bit better. And also a more pinky red instead of a red, because that's giving me more brown for some reason. So let's try picked raspberries. So try that again. Put this over here. Or I'm just going to go and use the other one, the purple, the actual purple distress oxide. Hey, I gotta try stuff, you know. I have to try stuff before I give up. Alright, and then let me get my blue one. Might help if I had the one that is for blue to stick on the blue. I'll end up with purple later when I go back to use the blue or the red is what will happen. Yeah, I think having a brush without the red on it helped. Don't know if I'm getting purple yet though. Not really. Isn't red and blue supposed to make purple? Apparently not if you're using the, let's come back in again. And that's where having the oxide is opaque, so it's going to cover whatever I just had on there. Still doesn't look purple though. Maybe it's because that's just so blue. But now I have to come in over here with it. And let's hope it's not so different than... See, that's a little more soft. Still doesn't look purple to me. It looks brown. That's so weird. And maybe it's because this is just so blue. I don't know. Can always do this. Just let it do its thing. Weird things. Alright, I'm going to set that to the side to dry. Hopefully in a flat-ish area. And it'll do some weird things. Alright. Oh, let's find one that's a little more purple. This one. See, they do look, it looks very blue. Of course, I did use Midnight. It was looking purple to me at the time. Wish I knew where my villainous purple was, but I don't. I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm like, what am I using? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Don't know how purple it is. But I think it's because it's over the blue that's affecting it. So maybe over the blue I want more of the seedless preserves. Let's try the seedless preserves on some of this one. Where's the thingo that I just had? I don't know. I'll just use this one. Don't know about that. Oh well, I mean, I wouldn't say that looks purple either. It's interesting, I suppose. I suppose that it's interesting. And then we can come back with our Distress Oxide Peacock Feathers and do that over some of the purple, especially to have some of the turquoise showing. Maybe that's, well, it's still damp. That's part of it too with this turquoise. And now I'm wondering if I did some stamping in the, see this preserves, how will that look? A little bit different than when you stencil with it. So I should try the Dusty Concord and see what it does. I'm turning that around. A little more, maybe. I don't know. I don't usually use oxides when I'm stamping and stuff, so that's interesting. But you see how the purple looks on white? And you see how it looks on the blue? Which one is the purple up here? It doesn't look the same. So now we learned something about trying to stamp on oxide, stamp on inks and stuff, that it will affect the color that you're putting on there. Look at, you could see it like change color because this is still damp. So it definitely did something, which is curious. Did you see it change after it got on there because it's, you know, wet? Ow. No, I still like this one with the turquoise. So anyway, you know, they're not all going to be winners. This is wet, which is affecting the oxides, which actually is kind of fun to watch. I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. Hey, I did the challenge. They might not be perfect. They're something different than I've done. So I'm actually kind of, that's fun. Ooh, let's try some of the collage paper. This is a lighter purple. And it's ink, so I'll use my Distress Ink Salvage Patina, and comes out a little bit more, oh, because it's, yeah, so it'll probably come out a little more teal than the other thing. And then let's put some, I just don't have, oh, I must have purple ink though. Now that I think about it, ooh, that was sitting over there all wet and I just picked it up. That was not such fun. I've got purple. That was over there too. I probably do have purple. Let's see. Just not in my Distress inks. I just forget there's other purples. Purple hydrangea. That's a good one. Let's try that one. Where's my purple? Here it is. Try some. Well, first I'll do it as a stamp. Is this the one that's dry, or is this the new one? That's the question. I also have an aubergine, which would be like the purple we're looking for. Okay, that one's close to the color that's on here. So let me go find the aubergine. Well, go find. It's in the drawer. It's not that hard to find. It's just, they're not all up. And now that one is, that's probably the new purple hydrangea. Then we have a lavender, which is a lighter color, turquoise, and fingers covered. I have two turquoises. One must be new and one must be, because I bought those twice, because I go through those colors. Where's my aubergine? That's what I want to know. Perfect Plumeria is a good one. Or eggplant, it's actually called. Is this it? Nope, that's Java. See, so you try... Oh, eggplant, because it looks brown. That's why it's hard to find. But that's the purple I'm looking for, is the eggplant. Let's try that on some of those. It's usually pretty juicy, so we'll see. So this is the eggplant. I'll show you what it looks like on the lighter purple. So it's a pretty dark purple. So I don't know how it's going to come out when it's over some turquoise. Because that's what we're wanting to do, right? I don't know. Might have better luck with the purple the purple hydrangea, which is the one I just... Oh, this must be the new one. This is the new wetter one. Oh, much wetter. That one's juicy. You would think it would be a lot different than what I just put on, or maybe out there. I still had some of the eggplant on there mixed in with it. Interesting. I'm really bad about remembering to put stuff in the middle. And let's try the Perfect Plumeria. Let's see what that one does. Maybe, hopefully I didn't do it on the same side I did the oxide, but we'll find out in a second, won't we? Alright, I like the Plumeria. Let's try that on... This has some turquoise on it. It's interesting. Let's try it on the blue. Which is supposed to be purple, but it's blue. I mean, it does say midnight. Alright, I'm gonna pause here and finish this video later because my husband just came home. Okay, so here's what I ended up with. I hope this is everything. I doodled on a couple things. I haven't really done much with that one. It's really more blue than purple, so kind of. See, then there's these journal cards that I haven't done anything with yet. And these are actually some of my favorites, even though they're not particularly in the color scheme. And then I did some doodling and mark making on that. Did a little bit of doodling on that. I'll probably do some more. I just kind of got distracted, probably. Collage paper is what I was originally going for. So, got a couple pieces of that. And this is another envelope. This is a journal card. Another envelope. I added some inking and stamping. And you can hardly see it, but there is some stenciling on there. And then there's this one that I did some doodling on. Didn't really do anything on the back. And this one. And then the back is just... And then I did another technique, which I'll probably do for next month's color combo. Because this is just watered down acrylics is what this is. And then some stamping and stenciling. So these I'd already cut down to tag sizes. More collage paper. And another envelope. That one I just stenciled on. That one I stamped on. I did these, some of these are on big index card, and this one I've cut down. It's probably 4x6. And cut that one to a small tag size, and that one down, and this one to a smaller size, and even smaller. So lots of little bits here to play with. Just had cut down that. See, now this is the size of an actual. And then, yeah, this is what they look like before I cut them down, kind of, so except for, you know, different things. And I even did some oil pastel. No, this is soft pastel with oil is how I did those X's. And then this one I doodled. So I've got this stencil that I had used from PM Artist Studio. Rhonda is the designer. And yeah, So that is what I ended up with for this month's color challenge of purple and turquoise. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.